going to go to the office to access the gift shop, where you will buy 7 red tickets. What the red ticket does is it will give you full blood and give you the ability to adrenaline burst any enemy that would otherwise have to be stunned. So the gilded enemies and the Big Macs. And this makes the run a lot faster, even if you go to the store, which loses about 20 seconds. And now on to episode 7. Start off by dashing until you see the first tanuki. The camera will change twice to target the ninja, but don't worry too much about it. You can readjust it by pressing R3. And once you see the tanuki, just shoot it. This is what I call the tanuki warp. Now the first 3 ninja, just try to guard break and slash them. If they jump up, shoot them. However, if they come attack you, try to dodge burst them or parry them. Very often they will jump up though, which is a waste of time and you won't get their drops. But that's alright, as long as you kill them as fast as possible. You can kill the barrels there for some extra drops, but they give very little drops, the ninja give better. Now pick up the scroll that appears and then just dash through the doors. And then after this cutscene you will fight the first samurai, and you can use the first red ticket already here. However, I advise against it because it can glitch out in the matter that you actually use 2 red tickets instead of 1, and it's just some weird glitch that I don't know the cause of, so I do not use the red ticket yet. So what you do is you just slash it, and if he blocks, guard break him once and then keep slashing. This is only slightly slower than using the red ticket right here. Now shoot what I call the first tanuki, the first actual scroll fight. Now hold left on the D-pad all the way and press confirmation, then adrenaline burst the ninja. When you target with the adrenaline burst whilst using a red ticket, you will almost always target enemies that you've already killed, so you basically always have to readjust the aim. Now take the drops and the scroll, obviously, since it is required for you to continue onwards, and then in the second scroll fight activate your second red ticket, and now it should say that you have 6, since the red ticket always displays what is the number of the red ticket that you're currently using. And then pick up the scroll and dash to the middle island. And here you will not use a red ticket because you're stocked up with blood thanks to the red ticket. So just aim, switch to left, aim, switch to left, and then guard break the ninja. You can take their drops, but usually the ninja goes away from the drops, so you might lose them, but that's okay. AB as soon as you can, pick up the scroll. Now the second tanuki warp is done on the bridge, where you shoot the tanuki that is on the ceiling of that little house. And now you will use the third red ticket, and it will be the last red ticket in this episode. Kill the ninja first, then the Big Macs, and take their drops and the scroll. Now break this bush to get into this secret garden, and dash towards this house, then walk back and shoot the tanuki. And you have to be at a fairly specific spot to activate the scroll fight, but I do not think that you can glitch the tanuki out even if you shoot it and it disappears. And then AB the 2 samurai, and then guard break the ninja. Pick up the drops if you can, the scroll, and then advance to the gate. Now if you have 720 or more moon crystals at this point, I suggest you upgrade the second dash and the gecko limiter, because this will allow you to dash 3 times during this walk to the boss, since you cannot cancel with the gun in this sequence. Getting the second dash here will also save time on episode 8, since you cannot cancel your dash there either. However, I am unsure if that time save is of great significance or not. So if you do not have the 720 crystals, you will have to wait until the second phase of the boss fight to upgrade the gecko limiter. Although you can do it earlier, but that is the point where I do it. The first phase of the Hamadayama boss fight is the race, and at the very beginning you can mash 7 attacks and then block. It is basically guaranteed if you're fast enough. However, if you want to feel safe, just do 6 and block. After that, it's RNG. It's up to Hamadayama whether he'll hit you or not, so be prepared to block. But make sure that he runs into those fences, and note that the combo that you gain from this does not go away if you get hit. Now, in the second phase, shoot him in the beginning. This will make sure your combo is up. Then upgrade the gecko. Now go for the guard breaks. Here, as you can see, I got the infinite stun lock with the guard break, and I use it to build up my combo to level 5 so I can do damage fast and get blood back fast as well. Now Hamadayama can do regular attacks which you should block and then cancel into the gun so you can keep attacking. He can block a lot, which is major source of RNG in the fight, and to stop it, you just run away from him and then run back. And do not go behind him, because he will do a very swift counter attack, which you can dodge burst, but it is very difficult. And what you want to avoid in this fight at all costs is dropping the combo. And Hamadayama can still keep blocking even if he is basically on 0 HP. Now, the third phase, he has 3 attacks. One is a fast swipe, which you can dodge burst, but I suggest avoiding it so you can just keep attacking. And what he does here first is the charged up one, which is both unblockable and undodgeable, so get the hell out of there. Then he has a command grab, which is pretty quick, so I just suggest that you dodge every time he starts moving again. And then just keep swinging your sword about. And then you can already hold R1 here up until the cutscene to activate the execution. Episode 8 is nothing special, it's the second dream sequence. You cannot cancel your dash into the gun here, and the fastest way to do this is just making a quick combo, killing all the enemies as fast as possible, not dropping the combo, and then if RNG is good for you, then the wires will not block your path. So I usually just start by doing 2 dashes all the time, and then guard breaking to get the combo going. And it's beneficial if you can group the wires together so you can get multiple hits on them, but then it's more likely that they'll hit you. But remember, you're playing on easy, so when you attack with your sword, it will also automatically parry. And not much else to say here. The drops don't really matter, they are very minor. So just do this as fast as you can. As for the boss, you need to hit David 3 times, because it does more damage to the boss than hitting anything else. And you cannot hit Mondo, because that does no damage, just wastes time. So hit David 3 times and then any other enemies twice. So you don't really need to aim for David, and you basically get no mileage out of getting the revenge payment, which is to hit only David during the boss fight. On to episode 9. Dash in the beginning and then headshot the 2 helmetless wires and countershot the yellow wires. The helmetless wires drop blood, which you should get, and then just go onwards. Once you enter the next room, wait for the ninja to jump out and then adrenaline burst the first one. Then you have to wait a bit to adrenaline burst the second one. Take some of the drops, then dash up here where you can try to headshot the turret user. Then jump on the turret, skip the prompt and break the rightmost barrel. Then dash up here, and here you want to headshot the helmetless wire and then countershot the predator as soon as possible. Take their drops. Oh, and bear in mind that it is beneficial for you to have at least 3 roses here, because you need them to adrenaline burst the ninja, as otherwise they might jump up and then you have to shoot them down and you probably won't get their drops. So finish them quickly, take the drops if you can. Now you will use your 4th red ticket, and the first one in this episode. After you kill the samurai, go and activate the elevator and then walk next to the door through which you came from to get the samurai's drops. Once outside of the elevator, dash to the next room and then AB the predator and headshot the other two wires. Take their minor drops and advance to the next room. In the next room, run to the middle and then adrenaline burst. You will automatically target the Blanca, then adrenaline burst again and you will automatically target the predator. Then attack the yellow wire for a little combo on blood, then turn around to kill the Blanca and the other predator. Now kill the rest of them with ABs as well, and you can take some of their drops. Go to the Gilded Clawman and stun him. And I advise you to get full blood here because it will help you get some mileage out of free blood, so you don't have to use a red ticket. It's obviously beneficial if you can combo the Gilded Clawman next to the sensor. Take his drops, go here, then in the another room. Here, right here, hold left on the left stick and the right stick to make the camera change like that. Then dash over here. These two paths to the what I call the Big Mac hall are almost the same length. I think this one is faster overall because it takes you closer to the Big Mac, and the enemies in this room are closer to each other. Now just waste everything in this room, and here you can try to get the adrenaline burst cancel, in which you adrenaline burst and then do it again right after to cancel it into itself. Take their drops and go to the Big Mac hall. Now here you activate this 5th red ticket, so the second in this stage. And then you kill the Big Mac first, because if he's alive the Blancas will keep spawning and so will the gunners. Now target the Blancas and then counter shot or just headshot the two wires. And these are the easiest enemies to counter shot in the game. Take their drops and then go into the elevator. In the elevator, just headshot every wire that pops up and take their drops. Once outside, go a little forward to activate this cutscene. Then what you want to do is stun the Gilded Clawman and then counter shot the Predator on the other side of the room as soon as possible, because the Predators only use one bullet at a time, so it will take a long time to wait for it. And obviously if you get away from the Gilded Clawman, he will break out of the stun. And make sure that you have at least 6 roses worth of blood here, because you will need it to adrenaline burst the upcoming 6 predators, so you can skip the Vivian in this stage. Now you can either start ABing immediately or dash forward a little, which I find more consistent because then the predators will not block you as much. If they block you, they might be able to hit you and then waste time and make it somewhat less likely for you to skip Vivian. And here you can cancel the AB into itself 2 at times. Now make sure that you have at least 720 crystals at this point if you don't already have the second dash and obviously the third bullet shot upgrade. And activate these two sensors and then go across the rotating pillar. Then here, first hit one of the shield dudes, and then once you have blood, adrenaline burst one, and then kill the other two normally to get blood. And here, when the call comes up, just start mashing start to open the menu so you can upgrade the bullet shot and the second dash. So now you have all the upgrades you need. Go outside and dash up all the way to here to make the stun drones come out. Shoot them and then kill these 4 wires. And make sure you have at least 2 roses here, because you need one for AB and one to shoot another stun turret. And these guys can spawn at different times, and they do it basically all the time.
Thank you.
Once here, turn to the window to shoot the stun turret, and then AB the Blanca. And sometimes the stun turret seems to avoid damage, so you have to check if you killed it. Activate the sensor and then dash here as quick as possible so you can get out of the walking scene with the phone call. And now with the laser scene, you can get through without getting hit if you stop right here, the middle pillar. But I feel like it's faster even if you get hit, since you can just try to force yourself through. And now you will use the 6th red ticket. Just like that. Now go here and take the blood that you get from this crate and dash to the boss. The giant head boss fight is the most RNG dependent one in the game, because he can generate iframes on his eyes randomly, so you can't just keep shooting one eye and hope it breaks. So what you should do is stay in the back of the building and try shooting all of the eyes. Just switch between them until you can destroy them like that. And here you can see a good start. He goes walking backwards, which means that he will spawn a wire from which you can get blood, and you can get easy shots there. And that's when he usually has the least iframes in my experience. Next up, he's doing a laser attack, and his lasers and hand slams and whatnot can break those metallic boxes on top of the roofs that give you blood, but sometimes he can just outright miss them. And you can also get blood by hitting him when he comes close, but you should still keep your distance, stay in the back to make the wire spawn to get blood. And you can adrenaline burst giant head before he hits the roof, and you can do this a lot earlier than you'd think, but you shouldn't do it too early because it'll take a lot of time for the adrenaline burst to hit, or it might even miss and then you get hit. And giant head does a ton of damage even on easy. And here I hit his hand for some blood, but this will also make him a move like this, which is not optimal to get hits, and it obviously gives him iframes. Here, just keep trying out, and I try to direct the lasers to break those boxes so I can get blood. And usually when he stays still like that, which he does a lot, he cannot be hurt, so just don't bother wasting blood. And when you do the final adrenaline burst, You can let go when you hear "the killer is dead" title drop, even if you can't really see much. But if you let it go accidentally before you're fully charged up, then it'll take a long time to get back into the execution stance.